let's talk food freedom for a second. It's a hotly contested debate within the health space that there's no bad food. There's no food inherently that's bad, and you just need to learn to moderate, except for if you're somebody who's struggled with your weight your entire life. That's a fallacy. I can't moderate, and there are a lot of people that are addicted to a lot of different things, and I would have told you forever ago that I am definitely not addicted to food. But I grew up in a culture, in a Southern culture, where when things were happy, you celebrated with food. When things were sad, you celebrated and mourned with food, right? And it became part of the fabric of everyday life. And I think a lot of times we have this misconstrued notion that food freedom is being able to eat whatever you want. And actually, I would challenge that and say that real food freedom is breaking the bondage to the food that does not serve you or your health any longer. So there is a lot of people who they think carnivore is ridiculous. They think, keto is ridiculous. And I would tell you that for me, carnivore is the ultimate elimination diet. It allowed me to get rid of food noise. It allowed me to safely and effectively reduce my weight and a lot of my inflammation and my risk factors for other things in my health. It has been a very powerful tool for me and several others that I've encountered and become friends with over this journey, right? The one thing that I would tell you is you absolutely have to find what works for you. You absolutely have to find things that are going to serve your body and your health well. For me, that is carnivore. For me, that is staying away from sugar, whether it's found in fruit, whether it's found in desserts and treats. I know that fruit, some people process it really well because it does have added fiber. But you can go out there and listen to all the Huberman labs. I'm not a doctor, but I would definitely tell you that fruit has sugar, fructose, sucrose, all of those things. Your body processes sugar as sugar. Fruit, of course, has fiber, which has added, benefits, and a lot of people can process it well. If I start eating a lot of fruit, I start to have intense sugar cravings come back, and I really feel bound to food again. So real food freedom for me is being able to abstain from the foods that kind of roped me in and held me hostage in my body for a very long time. So I give this talk very quickly to y'all to encourage you that if that's where you're at today, you have to allow yourself to mourn the loss of how you used to eat, knowing that it doesn't profit you any longer. And what do I mean by that? I mean that I loved baked potatoes. I loved steak, baked potato, a salad, right? I loved fried okra. I loved all the little fried appetizers. I live in Houston, y'all. I love Tex-Mex. I love tortilla chips, right? I love all the things. They don't love me back. And so I can tell you that this journey was not just a 30-day elimination diet. When I saw the results, when I saw long-term effects in my blood work, when I saw how healthy it made me, how much energy, loss of fatigue I had, loss of inflammation, mental clarity that previously I would have had to take ADHD meds for because I am very highly ADHD. It's been a huge journey for me to not only reduce the food noise, but to also come to grips with the fact that eating Pillsbury cookie dough, that eating the things that I used to love that actually didn't profit my health or profit my body, I had to mourn the loss of those. I had to mourn the loss of some family recipes at holiday times that mean so much and make me think and connect with the people who used to make them for us, right? Being able to sever those ties it's a very emotional thing, right? And I think it's funny that this day and age, we have no problems whatsoever talking about removing toxic people from your life and definitely removing toxic relationships. And hey, if your parents do this or say this, then you're more than entitled to break the bonds with them and not engage with them anymore. But Lord help us if you say that about a certain food group. I mean, am I right? We can definitely get rid of toxic people in our life, but whoa, if you want to get rid of toxic, things for you, and it might be fruit or it might be vegetables, well, now you've gone crazy. You've gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? So I do find that very funny that we do have that dichotomy in our society right now. Everybody is, do you, boo, do what works for you, until it challenges the norms of what they're used to, right? So I would say during this challenge, if you can filter out the noise, if you can really focus in, eat very clean, drink water with electrolytes, have your coffee if you want to, but have half and half in it, right? If you can prioritize eating meat, a little bit of cheese, and then dairy tertiary, right? So I think you prioritize meat, and then you prioritize cheese, and then you prioritize your dairy, right? If you can truly stick to that for 30 days and see what it does for your body, you do not have to eat a fatty ribeye every day, but if you want to, go ahead. But if you want to prioritize chicken thighs, if you want to prioritize pork ribeyes or lean pork tenderloin, do it, right? If you have 100 pounds to lose for 30 days, if you're eating like this, you are going to see weight kind of fall off. If you don't have 100 pounds to lose, like I did when I first started, if you only have 15 pounds to lose, are you going to lose 15 pounds in a month? Sources would indicate no. But you will see a marked difference in your health and your mental clarity and, reduce inflammation and fatigue. So I do challenge you to stay the course. If you are finding difficulty just in general staying the course, I had such a sweet follower reach out and say, I really struggle. I hit the week mark and it's just, I've been on it for a week and I feel better, but I look at, my spouse and they can eat what they want and they, don't have these issues and I just find myself backsliding. What I would encourage you is everybody feels that way. It is normal. Niceness would say, don't worry about it. Kindness is going to tell you, if you don't change the habits that you currently have, you're not going to change your life, right? That's just common sense. So do something different this time. If you find yourself backsliding, if you find yourself tempted by the things, physically move yourself from wherever they are at that moment. When I feel I've had an emotional afternoon, maybe I've had a lot of stress at work or something like that, and I feel the need to backslide, I will be honest with you. I drink a water bottle. We always get tons of water bottles from Costco. I drink a water bottle. I eat some cheese. I don't want cheese. I want Pillsbury cookie dough, but I eat the cheese. I eat a few cubes of cheese. I drink a full bottle of water and I'm immediately full, right? Because it just fills you up. I'm able at that point to make better decisions. I choose, if I have the means, I choose to go get my nails done. Or I choose to go look at a boutique maybe around here that I haven't been to in a while. Or I get up and I do some laundry. You don't have to go and do something that spends money. But I will tell you, I physically change where I'm at so I'm not feeling the need to indulge on those impulses. So today you might be struggling. Today might be a really hard day for you. I would encourage you, get outside, get in the sunshine, go get your nails done, go look in a store window. You don't have to buy anything, right? Take a drive. Make sure that you drink some water with electrolytes. Stay hydrated so that you don't, a lot of times if you're thirsty, that can mask itself as hunger. So make sure that you're drinking enough water, right? I am somebody who loves a good Diet Sunkist. I limit myself to one diet soda a day because I know they're not great for me. But there are days when I'm stressed, and yes, I will have two. I will have two Diet Sunkist. Or if I decide to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and order some buffalo wings, right? Like I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken wings. I will get a Diet Pepsi. I know, the horror. So I'm just telling you, you have to find ways to cope, to reduce the food noise, to stay the course. After 30 days, do they magically go away? All the cravings, all the tendencies? No, they don't. But I will tell you, here I am, almost 3 years into it, and it gets easier. Do I mess up occasionally? Of course I do. I'm human. You're human. You have to give yourself grace, but you also have to hold yourself accountable. So don't let grace be your excuse to act however you want. But I just hope that maybe if you're struggling, that helps you today to find a way to stop, physically move yourself away from whatever the temptation is, and reorient yourself and redirect yourself onto a path that you're going to be proud of. You can apply, I have teens, y'all, you can apply that methodology to a lot of things in your life, not just eating, right? And then hopefully maybe today is just one of those really good days. You feel good, you're mentally there, you're emotionally there, you're feeling supported. Either way, I would just tell you, it is worth it. Work towards it. It is worth it. And at the end of it, I said something on our Facebook group earlier. I said, you don't have to like the beginning. You don't have to like the start of the journey. You just have to know where you're going, and you have to wake up every day and make those decisions to get you to where you want to be 30 days from now. Because when I started my journey, I'm sure everybody's seen it on Instagram. They have that thing that says time passes whether you want to or not. The time is going to pass. So summer will come. Those next couple months are going to fly by. Are you going to be closer to where you want to be 30 days from now, or are you going to be farther away from it? So I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I don't always get to everything in the comments, but if you have comments, obviously leave them. If you want to follow me out on Instagram, go ahead and go out and follow me out on Instagram. You can also still join our Facebook group. Would love to have you there. Happy to give you encouragement and support as we, hopefully finish out these 30 days really strong on this April Carnivore Challenge.